We're in the bottom half of the first inning. The Rebels win in order. And coming up for Great Bend, there'll be Peanut Brazel, J.J. Fontana, and T.J. Shaw. Again, we had some connection issues, so I restarted the broadcast, so we're back live as Kyle Lockhart gets his first start of the season for the Rebels. And Peanut Brazel will lead things off. 9 official at-bats. He's had 6 hits and a double. He has driven in 5. And first pitch he will take for strike 1. Big crowd here this evening on a Balmer baseball night. This one in the dirt. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. So again, Brazel, J.J. Fontana, T.J. Shaw. We're still getting to know the team as you are this summer. Second league game. And the Batcats are 1-2 overall. Now the right field line, this is going to slice out of play. And the count now 1-2. Brazel out of Temple College, and then he's hails from Temple, Texas, and has quickly become a fan favorite here in Great Bend. And time was called at the plate. Huge tailgating, as always, out in left field, and it's probably going to be kind of cool when we get to the end of the game this evening. Brazel then a swing and a miss. Good fastball from Lockhart for the strikeout. And out number 1. We'll bring up J.J. Fontana, the DH.
Number 12, J.J. Fontana.
Fontana also catches, getting the night off from behind the plate. He is 3 of 9 on the season. He has a double, has driven in a pair of runners. And he will take strike 1. Batcats going with those white tops with the powder blue and navy blue stripes across the front. And a change up in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Unfortunately, they were out. We thought we were going to have the scoreboard tonight. They've had to actually order parts, so we have no idea when the scoreboard will be back up and going. I think maybe rain's been seeping in, and that's been a lot of the trouble. Fastball misses outside to Fontana. 2 balls, 1 strike. Rebels in their gray pants and the dark black jerseys. Fastball high. Fontana up in the count 3-1. Right now, Fontana can be selective. Batcats just want to get an early base runner, and scored 17 runs on Monday night after scoring 12 on Sunday. See if they can keep the bats going with kind of a crosswind tonight. It will be strike 2 right in the upper part of the strike zone. And the count is full. And fastball, Fontana will take it for strike 3 right on the outside corner. It's back-to-back strikeouts for Kyle Lockhart to start the inning. And there are 2 down for the shortstop, T.J. Shaw. He's got a double on the season. He is 5 for 10 at the plate. And has also driven in a pair of runners. And that'll be strike 1 to Shaw. Both pitchers looking sharp here in the first. Lockhart out of redshirt freshman out of Cisco College. He's from Friendswood, Texas. And that is below the knees, 1 ball and 1 strike. Shaw out of Cochise College, hails from Henderson, Nevada. 1-1, little chopper foul. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And we got a twin billing for you tomorrow night, 6 and approximately 8 o'clock tomorrow night against Wildcat Academy. So 2 for the price of 1 tomorrow. And those will start at 6 instead of our usual 7 o'clock. 1-2 breaking pitch right off the end of the bat, and it will be into shallow left center field. Great hustle. I thought for a moment Smith was going to make a little over-the-shoulder catch. It was just out of reach. And Shaw on a breaking pitch got just enough of it out on the outer part of the bat to get it into shallow left center field. And that will get Andrew Yee to the plate. He's the Batcat first baseman this evening. And Yee on the season is 1 for 7. Fontana just a decently, or excuse me, Shaw just a decently, now creeps up to a little better lead. He got a good jump and a wild pitch to boot. And a stolen base for Shaw. I think he would have had it regardless of the wild pitch. So Dorsey and Lockhart talk things over as the Batcats a runner in scoring position. So a 2-0 count. 2 down in the bottom of the first, no score. And that will miss up high. So wanted to confirm it was, I have it as 3-0. Make sure it wasn't a 2-1 count. Deacon Pomeroy due up next for the Batcats. Is up and in, and it's a 4-pitch walk. In our Batcat Walks, sponsored by Great Bend Recreation Commission. And that'll bring up Deacon Pomeroy. He's had 8 at-bats, a couple of hits. A double, he's driven in 3. Young man that's going to Oklahoma State. Sharp grounder into center field. Turning the corner, heading home will be TJ Shaw. The throw to the plate, not in time. 1-0 Batcats. I tell you, great job by Shaw. I thought the ball was going to hit him. Sharply grounded. And that Batcat run is sponsored by Coldwell Banker. And Pomeroy with the RBI single.
And it brings up the third baseman, the great Tony Moore.
Now your batter will be the third baseman, Tony Moore. Moore has 1 hit in 5 official at-bats. And he'll spray one out of play for strike 1. And the foul balls are sponsored by Jim Low Glass. And if you're listening, if we have a disruption in the internet, I'm not sure if it reconnects, if it starts the stream again. Usually I will restart the stream, so just watch for it to come back up if that happens at all during our broadcast this evening. I think it already did once. As Tony Moore took outside, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-0 Batcats. First and second, 2 down, bottom of the first. Fastball stays high to Tony Moore. 2-1. Of course, played his high school ball, multi-sport athlete over just a few miles from here at Hoisington High School. Got the pleasure of calling a few of his games in high school. The pitch taken high. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. More reaches. It would be Carson Humphreys. And Moore, of course, he had a fantastic first year at Fort Hays State this last spring. 3-1. I think that was foul tipped and caught for strike 2. Now the runners will be moving with 2 outs. So Moore can find a gap. So the fielders fall behind the runners. Our payoff pitch. Fouled out of play, right side. Good defensive piece of hitting there by Tony Moore. Lockhart kept it down and away. And Lockhart doesn't show up in the stats, so we believe this is his first start of the summer for the Rebels. He's shaken off a couple of signs. Now a third one. And by the time he gets the one he likes, time is called. Of course, what you saw, you're not going to see in the summer leagues. We had the pitch clock during the spring. It works fantastic, keeps the game really moving. You won't have that here in the summer league. Now another payoff pitch. It'll be outside ball 4 to load him up. This has all happened after Brazel and Fontana both struck out to start the inning. You've had single walk, RBI single walk. Now a big at-bat here early in the ball game for Carson Humphreys, the Great Bend High product. Humphreys has had 6 official at-bats, still looking for that first hit. And he'll take the breaking pitch way outside, ball 1. There's a deep breath this time. Lockhart trying to find the strike zone and catches the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Partly cloudy skies here in Great Bend. And kind of jammed him, and just a little nubber foul. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Elijah Lang got the Rebels in order in the top of the inning. And the Batcats one across, threatening for more. Another 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. A low strike call on a breaking pitch will end the inning. Batcats will score 1 on a pair of hits and strand 3. And we'll head to the second. 1-0 Batcats. You're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball.
At this time, we would like to
Top of the second inning, 1-0 Great Bend. Tanner Peoples, Caden Ehart, and Jake Smith coming up for Newton. The DH, Tanner Peoples, has played in one game. He is 0 for 3 on the young season. And second inning of work for Elijah Lang. Peoples is undecided. He's between schools. He'll take ball one to start the inning. It's out of Goddard, Kansas. And then chops one foul in the batter's box. 1 ball, 1 strike. And another big crowd. I'd say this is rivaling opening night. There was probably maybe this many people opening night. So another huge crowd. Nice breaking pitch for strike 2. And came in and right on the hands, it's fouled off. The count will stay 1 ball, 2 strikes. Getting a lot of games. I think every game canceled last night after all that heavy rain. Beautiful breaking pitch, swing and a miss. Lang will have his second strikeout. That's the first out of the top of the second, bringing up Caden Ehart. Ehart in 7 at-bats. And he's still looking for his first hit. He'll take strike 1. And breaking pitch just misses. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Ehart, a sophomore at Tabor College. He's from Enid, Oklahoma. Just spent a good week in Enid last week. Grounder to short. Nice high hop for Shaw over to first for out number 2. That'll bring up Jake Smith. And no stats on Smith, so I think making his first appearance of the summer. He's playing shortstop this evening. He'll take a changeup in the dirt, ball 1. Smith out of LSU Eunice. They made the transition this year as another grounder to Shaw. Takes a couple of steps back, over to first. And a really quick 1-2-3 inning. So 6 base for Elijah Lang. He's retired the first 6 of the ball game. And we'll head to the bottom half of the second. 1-0 Batcats. You're watching a Great Bend Batcat baseball. Luke Nohinnick will lead off for the Batcats here in the bottom half of the second. 1-0 Great Bend. Nohinnick played in 3 games, just 2 official at-bats and 4 plate appearances. He is 0 for 2. He'll be followed by Joey Marker, then Peanut Brazel. And that first pitch way up top. Off the glove into the backstop from Kyle Lockhart. And he started the first, did Lockhart. Got Brazel and Fontana on strikes and then ended up allowing a run, but left the bases loaded. Did the Batcats. Ooh, that one up in the shoulder. And Nohinnick will take his base. So our first hit batsman of the game. And it'll bring up Joey Marker. He's 1 for 3.
Number 13, Joey Marker.
Came in as a defensive replacement in the opener here on Saturday night. Got a single into right field. Need to take a look at your defensive alignments. We haven't done that quite yet. Marker, little blooper up the middle, will be caught by the second baseman, Martinez. It will be a 1 out and back to the top of the lineup to Peanut Brazel. And he struck out in the first.
Number 7.
So Dorsey behind the plate, Neal at third, Smith at short, Martinez at second. Ehart is at first. So we'll get you the outfield here in a moment. And Brazel will take strike 1. In the Rebel outfield, Akers in left, Humbles in center, Patterson is in right. And leadoff hit by a pitch. Nohinnick at first, 1 down. And a throw over to first. We'll also get you the rest of the schedule. I believe I can find that for you tonight here in the Jayhawk. And Nohinnick got a great jump on one that's fouled or popped up. And where is it? It's going to fall on the infield. And I think they missed the tag. Oh, I didn't see the tag. They're going to say he's out. It was interesting because Brazel pointed back at the catcher like there was interference on the swing. Well, the ball came out of the mitt, but I think the tag missed him to begin with. And they're going to say safe. So I don't know if that's going as interference at the plate or if it's going to be an infield single. I said Brazel acted like on the swing he was interfered with by the catcher. So however it works out, there's runners at first and second for J.J. Fontana. And he takes just high ball 1. And again, Fontana was a strikeout victim in the first. So we'll have to try to figure out exactly how that was scored. And I think we got another hit by a pitch down in the foot. So a second batter hit in the inning. And now big opportunity for TJ Shaw. He had a single in the first inning. He's got one of the 2 hits. Well, big trouble again is Lockhart. He left him loaded in the first, and fastball outside, ball one. And outside, it's going to get to the backstop and make it a 2-0 ball game on a wild pitch. Now Hennick scores from third. Colwell Banker sponsoring all Batcat runs. So second and third, still just one down, and a 2-0 count on TJ Shaw. He'll be looking for something. He can drive in the outfield or get on the ground right side of the infield. Make sure to try to get at least one run home. And he'll take high, ball three. Andrew Yee awaits in the on-deck circle. And that is high, ball four. And the bases are once again loaded. Great Bend Recreation Commission sponsoring Batcat walks. That'll bring a trip to the mound. There has been a lot of activity already in the bullpen for the Rebels. And I think there's going to be more than just activity. I think we may have a pitching change. Tyler Frantz has been warming up, number 10. Let's see if he's coming in or if he's still just now warming up. So again, still just one down, bases loaded, bottom of the second. And it's 2-0 Great Bend and a big opportunity.
The bases are full of Batcats.
Yes, they will stick right now with Lockhart.
First baseman, number 11,
Andrew Yee drew a base on balls his first time up in the first inning. And now Newton hoping for a ground ball to get out of this mess. Fastball tails over the inner part of the plate for strike one. Yee, another one of the players from Cochise College. He hits one high in the air to right. This will get a run home. Catch is made. And the throw is going to come into third and cut off. It's 3-0 Great Bend. Give Yee the sac fly RBI. It's another run sponsored by Coldwell Bankers.
and it brings up the right fielder, number 24.
So runners at the corners, two down for Deacon Pomeroy. He had an RBI single in the first. And his dad, also an assistant on the staff this summer. It is Derek Pomeroy. Runner moving from first. Throw does go down, and safe in second with the stolen base is TJ Shaw, which will move both runners into scoring position. Yeah, the 1-0 breaking pitch in there. One ball, one strike. Two runs home in the inning, two more out there. One, well, that almost hit Pomeroy. Fastball tailed up right by the elbow. Pomeroy reaches safely. It'd be Tony Moore to bat next. Two one breaking pitch. Misses low and away. It's 3-1. In Balmer Baseball Night, they'll be introducing all of the age bracket teams here in Great Bend. They're having a great time. And fastball caught the outside corner. Full count. Lockhart ready, and here's the payoff to Pomeroy. And got him swinging. That will retire the side on the fourth strikeout for Kyle Lockhart. The Batcats will add 2 runs. They get them on 1 hit with 2 left. So we'll head to the third. 3-0 Great Bend on top of Newton. You are watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Top half of the third inning, a 3-0 Great Bend. Jeffrey Neal, Cade Martinez, Kanan Patterson are due up for Newton. Neal, the third baseman, 0 for 2 on the season. Just his second game played. He'll take low for ball 1. Jeffrey Neal from Buhler, playing in Hutchinson Community College. As he fouls back the 1-0. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. And it's Balmer Baseball Night here at Al Burns Memorial. This breaking pitch popped up down the first baseline. Will get out of play. And the count 1-2. And I think the high today was somewhere around 71 or 2, so it'll drop easily into the 60s this evening. Another breaking pitch fouled out of play by Neal. It stays 1-2. Again, it's pretty much a straight east wind, which blows from coming right down the fence line, going from east to west, from center to left field. And the breaking pitch down and away from Neal. It's 2-2. You see some of the Balmer youth down there running behind the backstop. Another breaking pitch will get into left field. And that'll be the first base hit and base runner for the Rebels. Now your batter will be the second baseman, Cade Martinez. 0 for 6 so far this season. Martinez and DeSoto, Kansas, playing at Lindenwood University. He will take a fastball, strike 1. So far, Lang has mixed his pitches very nicely. We've seen a really good changeup, nice breaking pitch. And then that fastball just misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One. This is hit well to left. And it is going to get well out of play. Had a little bit of hook on it and caught the wind. Makes the count 1-2. Came in with the fastball just low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Of course, Lindenwood used to be an NAIA school. And I believe now they're in a low NCAA Division I school. Oh, perfect fastball. Paints the outside corner for the called strike 3. That's out number 1 of the inning and strikeout number 3 for Elijah Lang. And that'll bring up Kanan Patterson. And I do not see stats on Kanan, so I think his first game and a little nubber down the first baseline will be fair. Nice job out from behind the plate. Nohinnick will get the out at first. It does move Neal into scoring position with 2 down. And back to the top to Jalen Humbles, who grounded out to second, leading off the first. So your backhand defensive alignment, Nohinnick behind the plate, Moore at third, Shaw at short, Marker at second, Yee is at first. Brazel in left, Umphris in center, Pomeroy is in right field. This is hit well to left center field, and that's going to get into the gap. Run will come home on the RBI double from Jalen Humbles. It's 3-1. It's our first extra base hit of the evening. On the second hit given up by Elijah Lang. And we'll get Tyler Akers to the plate. Akers struck out in the first inning. Fastball in there for strike 1. Humbles out of Seminole Community College. He's from Arlington, Texas. Seminole typically very good athletics all around. Very, very good, accomplished junior college. Akers has a 1-1 count. Fastball swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Let's see if Elijah Lang can limit it to a 1-run inning. A lot of activity out around second. Breaking pitch down and away. And the count's 2-2. Yeah, Lang ready. Well outside, and the count will go full. We do have some league scores we'll get to you here in a little bit. 3 other games being played this evening. We think no score showing up for Hutch at Derby. That's outside, ball 4. Lang issues his first walk and puts the tying run at first. 3-1 Batcats, top of the third. For Razian Dorsey. Dorsey grounded back to the pitcher. And down and in for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch. This is popped into shallow center field. Anybody going to get there? Long run, and the catch is made by Carson Humphris. He hits the deck, but he's got the baseball for out number 3. So the Rebels on the board. They'll get a run on a pair of hits and strand 2. And we'll head to the bottom of the third. Great Bend 3 and at Newton 1 as you are watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Bottom of the third inning, we'll have our Eagle Radio call to the bullpen for the Rebels. Tyler France will come in to replace Kyle Lockhart. Lockhart went 2, gave up 3 runs on 3 hits, struck out 4, walked 3, and hit 2. Looks like France is also making his first appearance of the summer. And coming up for the Batcats will be Tony Moore, Carson Umphris, and Luke Nohinnick. And on our scoreboard tonight, not showing the inning right now, Junction City leads Kingman at 3-0. And the Cannons 1-0 on top of the Wichita Wildcats. And also on the schedule, Derby hosting Hutch. Nothing showing up on that game as of right now. Junction City is a league team this year. I think they came in and replaced the Dirtbags, who are not in the league this year. Or I don't think they are a team this year, as Tony Moore will take low, ball 1. Moore walked in the first inning. He sees his second pitcher in as many at-bats, and he'll take a fastball, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And then downstairs, 2 balls, 1 strike. Got to call a few games at Fort Hays State University, a KCAC tournament. 1 year moved out there for a day due to heavy rain here in Great Bend. Moore takes low, 3-1. And he had a fantastic season. Did Moore ended up hitting .347, drove in 37 runs for the Tigers. He's going to take, I thought he might take his second walk. They're going to call it second strike. Inside corner. And now Moore has a full count leading off the bottom of the third. And that is going to be ball 4. So Moore, 2 at-bats. He's drawing 2 walks. And sponsored by Great Bend Recreation Commission. And it brings to the plate Carson Umphris. He went down looking in the first inning. Batcats have stranded 5 in the first 2 innings, left them loaded in the first and 2 on in the second. But lead at 3-1. Fastball low, ball 1. Carson heading to Northeast Texas Community College this fall. And takes that fastball over the inner part of the plate, strike 1. After playing right here at Great Bend High School. Fastball stays down. 2 balls, 1 strike. Moore trying to get the attention of the pitcher, France, over at first. He's moving around quite a little bit. But right now, just a modest lead. He bluffs, and Umphris will take strike 2. And the count moves to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Luke Nohinnick will follow. Moore a little bit better lead this go around. That is low for ball 3. So back-to-back batters here for Tyler France. Have gone to a full count to start the inning. Your payoff pitch, low, ball 4. And it's back-to-back walks for the Batcats to start the inning. And France is struggling here to find the strike zone consistently. Now it is Luke Nohinnick. Nohinnick was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the second inning. Nohinnick joining Umphris at Northeast Texas Community College.
For the catcher, number 14, Luke Nohinnick.
Nohinnick had a good season at Northeast Texas, hit .315. See if he can advance the runners. He will look to bunt and take strike one. Sometimes you don't see as much bunting in the summer league, but he was showing it. Let's see if he gets the attention of Neal at third. He's going to do it again. And a good bunt. Third baseline. France's only play will be first, and just got him. So a very nice sacrifice bunt. I know Nohinnick, he's out number one, but moves the runners to second and third for Joey Marker.
In scoring position for the two-bagger.
Marker
13,
popped out to
Joey
second.
Marker.
The first pitch he saw back in the second. Of course, that would have been against the starter, Kyle Lockhart. Marker from a Marshalltown Community College. Was a Batcat last summer as the infield comes in. That'll be strike one. France has been pretty heavy fastball here in this first three, now four batters in the inning. And a little chopper. That is just foul of the first baseline for strike two. The second and third, one down. We're in the bottom of the third. It's 3-1 Great Bend. Marker down in the count, two strikes. And that fastball, good 0-2 pitch, misses just outside. We'll have your trivia question tonight coming up in the middle of the fifth inning. Here on a Balmer baseball night. And the 1-2 misses outside. Following Marker will be Peanut Brazel. France's 2-2 pitch. Marker hits one left field. It continues to drift back, does Akers. He makes the catch. It will get Tony Moore home from third to make it 4-1 Batcats. Give Marker the RBI on the sacrifice fly. And again, Great Bend recaptures a 3-run lead.
Number 7, Peanut.
And up to Peanut Brazel, struck out in the first, had that weird pop-up that fell on the infield. He was looking for interference and then questioned whether the runner trying to get the second got tagged or not. And he will take inside ball one. So we finally went with infield single. I'm still not convinced that it might not have been an interference call. Brazel did come around the score in the second inning. And swings right over top of a breaking pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. You follow the Royals. They're right now in a series with the Cardinals. Won 10-7 last night. 1-1 stays outside to Brazel. There are 2 down. And Carson Umphris out at second base. And the 2-1 is called strike 2. Brazel reaches, it would then be J.J. Fontana. Two-two delivery. Brazel will foul it out of play right side, heading towards the side street. And Jimlo Glass, our foul ball sponsor, did want to mention earlier tonight our starting lineups brought to you by Victory Barbershop. Count stays 2-2 on Peanut Brazel. This one is hit well to left, but I don't know if it's well enough. Akers drifts back. He's there for out number 3. Yeah, we'll retire the side. The Batcats will add 1 on no hits and strand 1. So after 3 completes, Great Bend 4 and Newton 1. You're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Top of the 4th inning. Here in Great Bend this evening, 4-1 Batcats coming up for the Rebels. Tanner Peoples, Caden Ehart, and Jake Smith. Peoples struck out leading off the 2nd. Yes, tonight, Elijah Lang retired the first 6 straight. He did give up a run on a pair of hits in the 3rd inning. And this pitch misses down and away for ball 1. And then inside, it's 2 balls, no strikes. And a tremendous crowd on hand this evening. Yes, now Lang has fallen behind Peoples 3-0. So far, Lang has struck out 3 and walked 1. He'll split the plate with the 3-0. Now the 3-1 offering. Oh, and looked like he came and took something off of that pitch. And Peoples out on his front foot, and now it's 3-2. Now the payoff pitch. Grounder up the middle. Going to be a tough play. Oh, what a play by Joey Marker. He had to backhand that and sidearm the first, and a beautiful play. And there's 1 down for Caden Ehart. He grounded out to a short in his first at-bat in the 2nd inning. Fastball. Ooh, good pitch. It was called ball 1. And that one definitely high for ball 2. And a line drive is going to get into a left center field. It'll be the 3rd hit for the Rebels. A 1-out single here for Ehart. And it's going to bring up Jake Smith, the shortstop. Smith also grounded out to short. Ended the 2nd inning for the Rebels. As you have some of the early standings here in the Jayhawk as Smith takes high, ball 1. Cannons and the Monarchs are both 3-0. Great Bend 1-0. Wichita Wildcats off to a 2-1 league start. Hayesville 1-1. Derby and Junction City both 1-2. Kingman and Newton off to 0-3 starts. And this fastball stays high. 2 balls, no strikes. And a quick word with Nohinnick and Lang. And here is a pop-up into right. Pomeroy positioned perfectly, makes the catch out number 2. Now your batter will be Jeffrey Neal, the 3rd baseman. He got the first hit of the ball game for Newton leading off the 3rd. He singled and came around to score. A fastball fouled straight back, strike 1. And Lang, this is outside. Nohinnick thinking about throwing down behind the runner. Ehart was a little ways off of the bag. Now Lang, this is low. 2 balls, 1 strike. A little bit of action beginning for the Batcats in their bullpen. 2-1, swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 2 down. We're in the top of the 4th, 4-1 Great Bend. And missing a low, Neal will have a full count. Ehart will be running on the pitch. And now they've got him picked off, but nobody covering second. Tag down. Did they get him? Got him. I think so. It looked like an out sign. And they're going to actually say he is safe at second. So Lang threw to Yee at first, who was off the bag. Throw to second. Tag was down. They're going to say that Ehart was under it. Now your payoff pitch fouled back by Jeffrey Neal. So it ended up going down as a stolen base. Another 3-2 pitch will be ball 4. It's the second walk for Eli Lang. Now an opportunity for Cade Martinez. He went down looking back in the third inning as the first out of the inning. Lang trying to keep his team on top 4-1. A little bit of trouble. And swing and a miss. Nice movement down and away from Martinez for strike one. Lang a check of the runner. Just misses outside with a fastball. Hennick trying to slide it back over the plate. Remember, if you're out and about, come out. You can register for the Blue Reef Summer Chevy Equinox presented by Eagle Radio, courtesy of Mater Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Another swing and a miss for strike two. It's a nice looking Equinox. It's out here on a trailer out in front where you come in. It's a beautiful vehicle. Now Lang a strike away from getting out of the inning. And a pop-up into shallow center field. Umphris has a beat on it. He's got it for out number 3. Well, Eli Lang, no runs allowed on a 1 hit and 2 left. So it stays 4-1 Batcats as we head to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Score update as we begin the bottom of the 4th. They're in the bottom of the 5th in Kingman, 5-1 at Junction City, leading that contest. And the Cannons and the Wildcats currently in the top of the 5th. Cannons on top 5-0.
Number 12, JJ.
There is JJ Fontana, the DH, to lead off for the Batcats. Yeah, that one almost hit him in the leg. Ball 1. Fontana struck out in the first, was hit by a pitch in the second inning. Again, his first at-bat against Tyler Frantz. It will be strike 1. It's 1-1. Frantz came in relief of Kyle Lockhart, who went 2 innings. And it's a good breaking pitch. Slider in there for strike 2. So Fontana, TJ Shaw, Andrew Yee. The Batcats lead it 4-1. One, two, shot towards short. Nice stab, low throw, and safe at first. Will be JJ Fontana. Smith's throw came in low, unable to dig it out was Ehart. It'll be the first error of the ball game.
That brings up the shortstop, number 9.
And the Batcats with the leadoff man aboard to start the 4th. And we'll get TJ Shaw to the plate, who's 1 for 1, a first inning single and a second inning walk. Slider outside, ball 1. Shaw had 346 at Cochise this last year. Runner moving and a throw late and head first slide safe at second is J.J. Fontana. Batcats with another runner in scoring position, trying to keep the pressure on the Rebels. They have scored in every inning, one in the first, two in the second, one in the third. Yeah, good breaking pitch. Caught the inside corner. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Boy, what a crowd tonight. Tons of tailgating, lots of, I see lots of sleeves, maybe even some jackets. The night is out. There's a fastball, swing and a miss by Shaw. I will take every little bit of coolness we can get before we get into summer. Franz with the 2-2 runner moving on a wild pitch. Great pitch for Fontana to be moving on. And now multiple ways to get that run home. Following Shaw will be Andrew Yee, then a Deacon of Pomeroy. Payoff pitch. Come in on the fist and fouled off right side. Infield starting to creep in just a little bit. Not back as deep as they were. Another payoff pitch, grounder up the middle. Is going to get into center field. RBI single for TJ Shaw makes it 5-1 Batcats. And Shaw has a 2-for-2 game going. And that is sponsored, or runs all sponsored by Coldwell Banker. That'll be Andrew Yee. He walked in the first, sac fly, RBI in the second. And one in the dirt, ball 1. A little bit better lead this time for Shaw at first. Now an extra step out. He holds and he fouls it out of play. That base hit was the 4th hit of the game for the Batcats. They have capitalized on some walks and some hit batsmen. A good hard breaking pitch, strike 2 to Yee, caught the inner part of the plate. And then a delay steal turns into a caught stealing. And eliminates your base runner and is out number 1. And a slow roller to short. It's going to be trouble for Smith. Actually, it's your third baseman, and the throw is offline and into the dugout. So Yee will take second. Now, question is, do you score infield hit and error or just straight 2-base error on the play? And I think it's going to be a straight up error. That'd be the second of the inning. It was actually cut off by the third baseman, Neal.
That brings up the right fielder, number 24, Deacon Pomeroy.
Now your caught stealing looks really big there. You might have even had a run score on that play. Now, Yee at second for Deacon Pomeroy, who is 1 for 2. Takes a breaking pitch low for ball one. Pomeroy, an RBI single in the first. He struck out in the second. And outside for ball two. And your starter for the Rebels, Kyle Lockhart, went two, gave up 3 runs on 3 hits, hit 2, walked 3, struck out 4. Elijah Lang has pitched the first 4 for the Batcats as a swing and a miss on a breaking pitch by Deacon of Pomeroy. From Topeka, Kansas, heading to Oklahoma State. The 2-1 is popped up right side of the infield. And this is going to be a double play. And not good inning awareness of how many outs there were there by Andrew Yees. Easily doubled off of second base. And the Batcats inning is over. They will add 1 run on no hits, 2 errors, and nobody left. So we're going to head on to the 5th inning. It's now 5-1 Great Bend on top of Newton as you're watching Great Bend Batcat baseball. Five-1 Batcats as we start the top of the 5th. Kanan Patterson will lead off for the Rebels. Eli Lang starts his 5th inning of work, and this is low ball 1. Patterson hit a little number out in front of the plate and was thrown out by Luke Nohennick. That happened back in the 3rd inning. So Lang finds the strike zone with the breaking pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. So it's Patterson, Jalen Humbles, Tyler Akers due up for the Rebels. Another hard breaking pitch, swing and a miss at strike 2. So this is the 9, 1, and 2 spots in the batting lineup for Newton. Ground ball right side. Nice backhand by Yee, but Lang didn't cover quite quick enough. That'll be an infield single for Patterson. And that's a little harder for a lefty to cover first. They'll come off the mound to the third base side. And just didn't get there quite in time. That'll bring up Jalen Humbles, who is 1 for 2, has the lone extra base hit in the ball game, and he tries to bunt and fouls it straight back. He had an RBI double in the 3rd inning. So the Rebels now have equaled the Batcats with 4 hits. There's a pop-up. Shallow left field. Long run. And there's Peanut Brazel for out number 1. That'll be Tyler Akers, the left fielder. He struck out in the 1st, walked in the 3rd. And it's a Balmer baseball night. You've been seeing all the youth Balmer teams being introduced between innings. Is that a strike one to Akers? And stay tuned here in the middle of the fifth. We'll bring you the trivia question for tonight. This one fouled back by Akers. Good breaking pitch, and it just misses outside. Following Akers will be Racy and Dorsey. Grounder into right field will be a base hit. And stopping at second is Patterson. Fifth hit for the Rebels. Runners at first and second with one down. For Racy and Dorsey is grounded back to the pitcher and flown to center field. And he'll single into left. Yes. Runner had to hold, and now they will send a runner home. Play at the plate. Great relay. Tag is down. They got him. Brazel to Moore to Nohinnick to keep it a 5-1 ball game. And Patterson had to hesitate just momentarily, make sure it was going to fall in, and he's thrown out on a great relay play for out number 2. Now there's runners at first and second. And your batter is Tanner Peoples, the DH. Swing and a miss. There, Nohinnick was thinking about throwing behind the runner at first. Now your one strike pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 3 hits in the inning. 6 overall for the Rebels. Lang keeping them at bay at this point has allowed just the 1 run. So he'll miss inside for ball 2. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. People's reaches of an NB, Caden Ehart. This one is popped up right side, and you're going to run out of real estate. And the count's 2-2. Jim Low Glass, your foul ball sponsor. Well, with the crowd, I had to park way down the street today when I got here with the 14 and under Bombers playing 14 and under Buhler Nationals. It's a 2-2 chop to the backstop by Peoples. Are 2 away. And Lang again battle out of the inning. A time called at the plate. Now Lang ready. 2-2 pitch. Chopper to third. And Moore over to first. And that will set down the side. So due to the great relay play, the Rebels will come up empty. No runs, 3 hits, 2 left. As we head to the bottom half of the fifth, it remains 5-1 Batcats, which brings us to tonight's trivia question. It's a busy one here. If you know the answer or part of the answer, you can text me 620-897-7060. We'll give you a big shout out here on our broadcast tonight. And there's plenty of former Bombers in Batcat uniforms tonight here on Bombers Night. And hopefully some of you can be a Bomber and Batcat one day as well. Can you name them all? I will tell you right now. Let me count them up. There are 6 Bombers in uniform tonight for the Batcats. How many of them can you name? Again, text me 620-897-7060. So we'll take a quick break and back for the bottom of the 5th here with Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Bottom half of the 5th inning. 5-1 Batcats. Tony Moore, Carson Umphris, and Luke Nohinnick due up for the Batcats. End of the 6th tonight. Junction City 5, Kingman 1. Hutch and Derby, nothing showing up. I wonder if they were able to play tonight in Derby or not after all that rain yesterday. And nothing showing up there. Cannons and the Wildcats this evening in Augusta. Bottom of the 6, 5-0 Cannons. Tony Moore, 2 plate appearances. He's walked on both occasions. He came around the score in the 3rd. And he's still not with an official at bat as he's hit here. And that is the 3rd batter hit by Rebel pitching tonight. The first for Tyler France. Now it'll be Carson Umphris.
Center fielder, number 22, Carson Umphris.
Umphris struck out in the 1st, walked in the 3rd. Fastball down and in for ball 1. Yeah, your 1-0 pitch outside, and good bluff there by Tony Moore. He'll scramble back to first. The count's 2-0. There's a ground ball. And nice scoop to first. And to first. See if that was in time. That was shielded, and I believe it was a 6-4-3 double play. That was a beautiful little scoop there by Smith over to Martinez, able to make the turn and get the double play. And there are 2 down for Luke Nohinnick. And Nohinnick down the right field line. That's fair. Nohinnick's going to turn and head for second. And he's in there with the 2-out double. That is our first extra base hit for the Batcats tonight. And those are being sponsored by Office Products Incorporated.
That puts a runner on 2 for the 2 batter. Number 13, Joey Marker.
So that'll bring up Joey Marker. Bacats trying to keep their score streak alive. They've scored in every inning. Marker has popped the second, has a sac fly RBI. That came in the third. And a changeup in the dirt, ball one. And that tails down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. A couple of checks a second. And now runner moving. And a throw is not in time. And it's 3-0 to Marker. So give Hennick the stolen base. He's now 1 for 1. Was hit and scored in the second, sacrifice in the third. And then they double down the right field line here in the 5th inning. That's some great information coming in. We'll let you know on one of our Rebel players tonight when he comes back up. And that pitch, high ball 4. Marker will take the walk, and that is the 3rd issued by Tyler Frantz. It's sponsored by Great Bend Recreation Commission. And back to the top of the lineup to Peanut Brazel. It was 1 for 3. Struck out in the first, singled and scored in the second. Flew to left in the third. It's a quick conference between Dorsey and his pitcher right now, Tyler Frantz.
On the corners for the left fielder, number 7, Peanut Brazel.
2 down, 1st and 3rd. The Batcats here in the bottom half of the 5th. Batcats on top 5-1. And a little shot into right field will get the runner home. Marker will stop at second. An RBI single for Peanut Brazel makes it 6-1 Batcats. And those runs scored being sponsored by Coldwell Banker. So you had the promising start to the inning. Moore was hit, and then you had the double play. Hennick doubles, Marker walks, RBI single for Peanut Brazel, and that will get the DH, J.J. Fontana, to the plate. He is 0 for 2. That one is going to get through the catcher's legs, and that'll move the runners up on the pass ball. And gets them both into scoring position. Fontana has struck out, and he's been hit by a pitch, and he's also reached on an error. 1 run scored. And that was a strike on the outside corner. Nice movement there. A tough pitch for a lefty to hit, that fastball that tails away from them. On 1, this one stays down and away. Look like maybe a changeup. 2 balls, 1 strike. Montana reaches, then be TJ Shaw. Was inside corner, or a call to strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He saw the way that shot, or excuse me, Fontana turned. Like it was almost going to hit him, but actually clipped the inner corner. And the 2-2 is a called strike 3. And that will end the inning on the first strikeout for Tyler Franz. And the Batcats, again, will add 1. And they get it on a pair of hits. And they will strand 2. So we're through 5 here in Great Bend. It's now Great Bend 6, Newton 1 as you're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Eagle Radio call to the bullpen for the Batcats. Jacob Field will take over on the mound. He is the freshman righty from Hoisington, Kansas. He's at Barton County Community College. And leading off for the Rebels. First pitch, check swing, and taking strike 1 is Caden Ehart. Ehart is 1 for 2. He's grounded to short and singled. Field has made 1 appearance. This is high. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. The scoreless inning. No hits. He walked 1. He struck out 1. So fouled back, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And we'll get you the trivia question again here in a little bit. It was answered correctly here at the stadium. See if we can get one. There's a sharp grounder to Marker on a good hop. Over to first for out number 1. She'll bring up Jake Smith, who's grounded to short and flown to right. And to shorten the trivia question a little bit, can you name all of the former Great Bend Bombers that are in a Batcat uniform? And this year, there are 6 of them. This ball, strike 1 to Smith. Again, you can text that answer, 620-897-7060. One strike, breaking pitch, chopper left side. Oh, interesting. That was interesting as Moore went in front, let it go by to Shaw, the shortstop, who does make the play. Typically, you see the third baseman cut that. Apparently, it was called off there by TJ Shaw. It works out as out number 2 for the Batcats. And it'll bring up Jeffrey Neal. Got a 1-for-1 game going. Single that scored in the 3rd, walked in the 4th. Checks his swing, but I think they said he went around for strike 1. It's a lazy fly ball and a diving attempt, and it'll fall in. Out in center field for a base hit. So it doesn't look like Carson Umphreys in center field now. We may have a different center fielder for the Batcats. As that is hit number 7 for the Rebels. And that will get Cade Martinez to the plate. He has struck out and flown to center. Hard breaking pitch, strike 1. So again, your starter for the Batcats tonight, Eli Lang, went 5, gave up 1 run on 6 hits, struck out 3, walked 2. Again, a really good start tonight. Fastball pops off of the glove of Nohinnick, and that will move the runner Jeffrey Neal down to second on a pass ball. And your 1-1 delivery. That stays high, and then that pops out of the glove on a second straight pass ball. Now, count 2-1 on Martinez with 2 down and the runner at third, top of the 6th. Right now, 6-1 Great Bend. It's 3-1. That one tails down and away. And a good fastball. Swing and a miss. Runs the count full. And field ready. And he will issue the walk. It's his first, so runners at the corners and 2 down. For Keenan Patterson, that was the information I just got. Appreciate it. Somebody texting in. He's from Desmond Jesuit High School in St. Louis, Missouri. He's going to Southeast Missouri State as a catcher utility player. And the runner moving from first and a grounder to third. And a nice throw more to Yee to retire the side. Patterson grounds out again. He just got to Kansas, I believe, either earlier today or yesterday. And playing tonight. Well, as the Rebels, no runs on 1 hit. They will strand 2. So it remains 6-1 Batcats as we head to the bottom of the 6th. You're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Bottom of the sixth, we'll have another Eagle Radio call to the bullpen. For the Rebels, they'll bring in their third pitcher, Tomoharu Hidaka. Hidaka pitching in his first game this summer, going to Feather River Community College. He's from Tokyo, Japan, and he'll be a sophomore. And coming up for the Batcats, going to be the heart of the lineup, 3, 4, and 5. TJ Shaw, Andrew Yee, and Deacon Pomeroy. TJ Shaw, 2 for 2 right now. He's got a pair of singles, a walk, and 1 run driven in. So Hidaka, and not showing up in the stats, so we believe his first action of the summer. Rounder, oh, nice backhand at third by Neal. Across the diamond and makes a beautiful play to get Shaw. Looked like he might have extra bases. Instead, it goes down as out number 1.
Next up will be the first baseman, number 11, Andrew Yee.
And it'll be Andrew Yee. Nice breaking pitch, strike 1. He has walked. He's got a sac fly RBI. He's also reached on an error, so 0 for 1 tonight. Pitch just missing 1 ball and 1 strike. And Deacon Pomeroy due up next for the Batcats. Taken low and away by Yee. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Here on a Bomber baseball night. Nice big crowd on hand. Got treated to a 14 and under Bombers game against the Buehler Nationals. Chopper to third. Neal on the high hop. This is a little easier play for out number 2. And the Batcats in danger of breaking up a 5-inning scoreless streak.
The right fielder, number 24.
It's Deacon Pomeroy, who is 1 for 3. His one hit was an RBI single back in the first. One of the bigger tailgates we have seen in recent memory tonight out in left field. Breaking pitch in there, strike 1. Another breaking pitch. This one will 1 hop. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the Batcats single runs in every inning except the second, in which they scored 2. Pomeroy takes low. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. And remember, if you're unable to watch the YouTube, you can get the Ad Astra Radio app. All these games are also audio streamed at adastraradio.com. So you can still keep up if you can't watch on your smartphone or tablet. And Pomeroy has a 2-2 count. And he hits one towards the left center field gap, but closing the distance, Akers makes the catch. And for the first time tonight, the Batcats fail to score and they go down in order. We're going to head to the 7th. It remains 6-1 Batcats. As you're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Top of the 7th, 6-1 Backcats coming up for the Newton Rebels will be the top of the lineup. Face Jacob Field. It'll be Jalen Humbles, Tyler Akers, and Racian Dorsey. Score update: Junction City now on top of Kingman 10-1. And they are in the top of the 8th. And the Cannons and the Wildcats tonight. Wildcats will be here tomorrow for 2. It's 5-0 top of the 8th. And Humbles will take low ball 1. He is 1 for 3. He has driven in the lone run to this point for the Rebels. That was a RBI double in the 3rd. Each team with 1 extra base hit. Both have been doubles. Strike 1 in there to Humbles. Well, you're 1-1. Grounded. Marker knocks it down. Can't recover in time. That'll be an infield single. And second hit of the game for Jalen Humbles. I believe that is hit number 8 for the Rebels. And it is to Tyler Akers. He is 1 for 2. He has struck out, walked, and singled. Humbles moving on the first pitch. Throw to second. Tag down. He's under the tag. And not happy is TJ Shaw. Thought it was down in time. So the stolen base. Nice throw by Hennick. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2 strikes. Waiting for the umpire to confirm that. Your 2-strike pitch. Grounded to Marker. Weird hop, being able to handle it nicely. Over to first for out number 1. Humbles did get to third on the play. We'll bring up Racian Dorsey, the catcher, who is also 1 for 3. And a 5th inning, a single. He has also flown to center and bounced back to the pitcher. Good fastball, strike 1. Following Dorsey will be Tanner Peoples. And a changeup in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sharp grounder, and he got the runner tied up between third and home, but nobody covering third. Did he get the tag down? No, it did not. The ball got away. And you don't get any outs, and on the play, Dorsey will end up at second. You just didn't fill in behind the rundown in time, so that'll be a fielder's choice for Dorsey. And everybody safe, so second and third with 1 down for Tanner Peoples. Get Newton back in this game with a base hit. That is down for ball 1. Peoples is 0 for 3. And struck out and he's grounded out the second and third. And high ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Grounder to third. We'll get a run home. Shaw will go to first. Will be out number 2. It's excuse me now, 6-2. Give Peoples the RBI on the ground out. And I'll bring up Caden Ehart. He was 1 for 3 in a 4th inning single. Pitch stays outside, ball 1. And the 1-0 pounding the inside corner is field for strike 1. This is his 2nd inning of work. Again, Eli Lang went 5 tonight for the Batcats. Gave up just 1 run on 6 hits. Fouled back by Ehart for strike 2. The on-deck circle is Jake Smith. Will he lead off the 8th or bat here in the inning? Your 1-2 pitch called strike 3. And that is your beer batter tonight, so it's half-price beer the rest of the way for the inning. So 1 run will score in the inning for the Rebels on 1 hit. And there will be 1 left. So we're 7th inning stretch time as well here at Al Burns Memorial. 6-2. The Batcats on top of the Rebels. We'll be back with more Great Bend Batcat baseball. Seventh inning stretch time. Cool evening, very pleasant here in Great Bend. 6-2 Batcats as they come to the plate. And 2nd inning of work for Tomoharu Hidaka, who got the Batcats in order in the 6th. Now it's Tony Moore. He is without an official at bat. He's walked twice and been hit once. And kind of tried to slow up his swing, but couldn't. 1 right in on his hands, strike 1. This one misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, the Wildcats have tightened things up a little bit in Augusta. It's now 5-2. Cannons on top. Junction City 10-1 leading Kingman. Moore, hot shot knocked down by Ehart. And a close play at first. Hidaka covering. We'll just get it. Step ahead of Tony Moore for out number 1. And this is not Carson Umphris. I don't believe it is. We thought there was a new center fielder. And it is Caleb Caleb Cowan. Swing and a miss for strike one. Still trying to get him entered into the scorebook this evening. An off-speed pitch stays high, ball one. Try to grab his stats. Cohen has played in all 3 games. Another off-speed pitch, swing and a miss. And 8 at-bats. He's got a pair of hits. Both have been singles. And that'll be a call to strike 3. That'll be out number 2. And Hidaka picks up his first strikeout. And Hidaka has retired 5 straight when he took over in the 6th. And now it is Luke Nohinnick, who is 1 for 1. And he takes low ball 1. He has scored twice, was hit in the 2nd, and a beautiful sacrifice bunt in the 3rd, and doubled and scored in the 5th. The double went right down the right field line. And takes high for ball 2. And Hidaka out of Tokyo, Japan. Going to Feather River Community College. And there is a shot in the right field. Nohinnick has got his 2nd hit of the ball game. And breaks up that 5 retired in a row for Hidaka. And we'll get Joey Marker to the plate, who is 0 for 1. He has popped the 2nd. Sac fly RBI came in the 3rd. Then he walked in the 5th inning. Nohinnick does have a stolen base tonight. Maybe not a bad time with 2 down. Think about it. As Marker takes low ball 1. In the only inning, Batcats have not scored. That was the 6th inning. They've only had 1 multi-run inning. That was 2 coming in the 2nd. So they've had trouble rolling up big innings tonight. So that was their 6th hit. Nohinnick single. And a good breaking pitch, strike 1 to Joey Marker. And Marker hails from Indianola, Iowa. And again, going to Marshalltown Community College. Daka thinking maybe the same thing we are. Possible move another runner here with Nohinnick at first and 2 down at bottom of the 7th. And another toss over to first. And Newton picked up single runs in the 3rd and 7th inning. They have 8 hits. Here goes Nohinnick. And Marker pops one up behind the plate. And it just gets out of play. Dorsey was right there. One ball, 2 strikes. Nohinnick at first, 2 down, bottom of the 7th. Cat's looking for their 2nd straight win. They lead at 6-2. The other game scheduled tonight, I don't believe being played. That was Hutch at Derby. No, Hennick this time not moving. Marker fouls another one out of play. Yeah. 620-897-7060. My cell phone. Still haven't had a guess on the former Bombers that are in a Backcat uniform this season. There are 6 of them. Hennick a good lead again. And Adaka will chase him back. Under the lights here at Al Burns Memorial. Runner moving again, a high pop up into a center field. And it'll be Humbles to take it to retire the side. So back-to-back scoreless innings for the Backcats. No runs on 1 hit and 1 left. So we'll head to the 8th. It remains Great Bend 6 and Newton 2. You're watching Great Bend Backcat Baseball. Top of the 8th inning. It's a 6-2 Backcat advantage coming up for the Rebels. Jake Smith, Jeffrey Neal, Cade Martinez. Jacob Field will begin his 3rd inning of work for the Backcats. Smith has grounded to short twice and flown to right, an 0-for-3 ball game. And that pitch misses, low, ball 1. We will pick a Club 1 Fitness Player of the Game. If the Backcats hold on, we'll try to have him come up for a quick interview tonight. A couple of good candidates so far, but a couple of innings of work yet to do. Grounder, nice backhand at 3rd by Tony Moore. Oh, what a play. Made it look easy on a sharply hit ground ball. And there's one away. That'll be Jeffrey Neal. He's got a 2-for-2 game going for Newton. He's got a pair of singles, a walk, and a run scored. And there's a line shot. Joey Marker, a diving catch. Well, the Backcats showing the leather here in the inning. 2 nice defensive plays by Tony Moore and now Joey Marker. And there's 2 down for Cade Martinez, who is 0-for-2. He has struck out, flown to center, and walked. And he will take strike 1. One final tonight. The Cannons defeat the Wichita Wildcats 5-2. That game just went final. Let's see, the Backcats will play a doubleheader against tomorrow is the Wildcats. Martinez will take strike 2 from Jacob Field, who struck out 1 and walked 1. He's allowed 1 run. And the 0-2, great breaking pitch, a swing and a miss, and a fired up Jacob Field gets his second strikeout and sets down the Rebels in order. And we're going to go on to the bottom of the 8th inning. 6-2 Batcats. As you're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Bottom of the 8th inning is 6-2 Batcats. Look to try to add a couple insurance runs here. They'll have the top of the lineup coming up against Tomoharu Hadaka. It'll be Peanut Brazel, JJ Fontana, and TJ Shaw due up. Brazel has a 2-for-4 game going. He's got a pair of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. He'll take the breaking pitch outside, ball 1. And another breaking pitch. This one will catch the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just about to have a second final here in league play tonight. The Islanders and the Brigade in the bottom of the 9th. And Brazel takes low. 2 balls, 1 strike. The Islanders play on the turf infield there. They've had an agreement there with the high school when that went in a couple of years ago. Breaking pitch to Brazel is inside. He has a 3-1 count. Wondering, yeah, the nickname Peanut is really stuck. First name is Davin Brazel, but everybody calls him Peanut, so that's what we go with. And he's way out in front of the breaking pitch. Nice change of speed there by Hadaka. And that Brigade Islander game is a final. 10-1 Junction City tonight, beating Kingman. Another breaking pitch, just Brazel able to wait on it and foul it off. So Hadaka will have to bring in another full count pitch. This breaking pitch now. It's off his glove, and it comes right back down to himself. And there's 1 down. Got his glove on it and went straight up in the air about 3 feet and right back into his mitt. And it'll bring up J.J. Fontana, the designated hitter, who has struck out twice. He's been hit by a pitch, and he's reached on an error. And 1 run scored. And a good off-speed pitch outside corner, strike one. An off-speed pitch. He's down in the dirt. Looked like he tried to go to the changeup. It's 1-1. 6-2 Batcats, bottom of the eighth. Ace is empty, one away. Batcats trying to go to a 2-0 record here in league play. Check swing and a called strike two. And TJ Shaw will bat next. Ground ball to short. Charging in a Smith over to first. Out number two. Well, it's TJ Shaw who's got a 2-for-3 game going. Pair of singles, a walk, one run driven in. And the Rebels will have their 9-1 and two hitters due up in the ninth inning. And Shaw takes low and away, ball one. And another breaking pitch. Hidaka has featured that. Started off with quite a few fastballs in the sixth inning, and then it's been a lot more steady breaking pitch in the last couple of innings. Out in front of this one, pulled way foul. Heads up. A lot of youngsters down in that area. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, Hidaka, he shook off the first 4 signs. And gets a grounder right back to him. And he fumbled it a couple of times. Still time to throw to first. And Hidaka makes 2 nice plays in the inning. And the Batcats will go down in order. Last chance for the Rebels. We'll head to the ninth. 6-2 Batcats. You're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Top of the ninth, we'll see a call to the bullpen for the Batcats. That's an Eagle radio call to the bullpen. Carson Boer will come on to try to close things down. Boer out of Marshalltown Community College has thrown an inning and 2/3 in one game. Gave up 2 runs on 1 hit. He walked 2 and struck out 1. And Kanan Patterson will lead off. And it's the 9, 1, and 2 hitters coming up for the Rebels. Patterson is 1 for 3 at an infield single in the 5th inning. And stay tuned for our post game, as that is strike 1, pulled foul right into the Batcat dugout. We'll have your unofficial final numbers. Also have your Club 1 Fitness Player of the Game. Hopefully we can get an interview. There's a little dribbler. Boer off the mound and a bad underhand toss. And it's going to be the first error of the game committed by the Batcats. And Boer I think he had more time than he thought he did. He rushed it and probably had time to make a normal overhand throw. We'll bring to the plate Jalen Humbles. He has got a 2 for 4 game as an infield single and an RBI double. And 1 run scored. So he takes strike 1. Humbles again, sophomore at Seminole Community College. And he fouls the 0-1 out of play for a Jim Lowe glass foul ball. And this one popped up. Boer calling for it and makes the catch. That will be out number 1. And Tyler Akers will be your batter. He is 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. And he's going to put down a good bunt. Boer going to have to hurry. And just got him. So Boer, he needed to throw a bullet that time to make sure he got Akers by about a half a step. So runner at second with 2 down. Top of the 9th, 6-2 Batcats. That'll be Racing Dorsey, who is 1 for 4 in the game. He has singled and reached on a fielder's choice. Boer misses just low, ball 1. Tanner Peoples would be next if Dorsey can extend the inning. Time Boer caught the outside corner. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Time Slider stays outside. Make the count 2-1. And Batcats trying to close down their second straight win. Ground ball to short. Shot at first. That will do it tonight. As the Batcats will win this one by a final score of 6-2. As the Rebels, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left in the inning. As the Batcats improve their overall record to 2-2. And they are now 2-0 in a Jayhawk play. And Newton will fall to 0-4. That is all in league play. Again, 6-2 is your final, so we will step away, and then we'll be back with your final numbers, and we'll also have your Club 1 Fitness Player of the Game. You're listening to and watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Well, welcome back to our Batcat post-game report. As Batcats defeat the Rebels tonight by a final of 6-2. We are going to go over your final numbers. We're going to get your player of the game as well. 6 runs on 6 hits, 1 error, 9 left tonight for the Batcats. Elijah Lang went 5, gave up 1 run on 6 hits, struck out 3 and walked 2. 3 innings for Jacob Field. 1 run on 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. And Carson Boer pitched the 9th. No runs, no hits. And shut things down tonight for the Batcats. The Rebels got 2 runs on 8 hits. committed 2 errors and left 10 on base. As we'll get our player of the game here. Go ahead and step down one step, and right here, just look right in here. You'll be right on the camera as we'll get the rest of the Rebels numbers here in a moment. But our Club One Fitness player of the game tonight is your starting catcher, Luke Nohinick. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct, Luke.
It's Nohinick.
Nohinick.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll make that correction again. Your night at the plate tonight, you got hit by a pitch. Beautiful sacrifice bunt, doubled and singled. So 2 for 2, couple of runs scored. How did you feel tonight? Feel pretty comfortable at the plate tonight?
Yeah, I was just trying to see it deep, go the other way, hit the ball where it's pitched, and do the best that could help the team win.
Yeah, is that what you saw in the double? Is that one just right down the right field line?
Yeah, right on the edge of the plate. Just try to go with the pitch, hit it where it's pitched.
And then how much of an adjustment is it? You guys have very little practice time, especially working with pitchers you've never caught before. How big of an adjustment is that?
I would say just like adjusting on the fly, no different than regular college, limited practice, but just making the most with what you got.
Okay. And how about talk about your starting pitcher and the staff tonight? Eli Lang, he gave up 6 hits, but just the 1 run. You had the beautiful relay play to cut the runner down at home. How was he throwing tonight?
Eli really showed his best stuff. I think that his changeup was really his put-away pitch tonight. I was really proud of the way he threw. Really excited to see how the rest of the summer goes for him.
And then how about the 2 relievers, Jacob Field and then Carson Boer tonight? Talk about them a little bit.
They both came out of the pen really strong, did what they were supposed to, getting shutdown innings, and just getting us back in the dugout swinging it.
How important were those first 2 non-league games with Dodge City? Coach talked a lot about, hey, I just needed to get guys in the lineup, just get them some at-bats. Did that get you kind of comfortable getting ready for league play?
Yeah, it kind of gave us a really good idea of what everyone's role is on the team and how everyone's going to contribute to us trying to win the Jayhawk League this year.
All right. Well, talk a little bit about you're going to Northeast Texas Community College, and you're from Dalworthington Garden,
yes, sir.
Texas. Tell us about Dalworthington Gardens. I've never heard of that one, I have to admit.
It's in the middle of Arlington, which is where the Cowboys and Rangers play and stuff like that. It's a little city right in the middle. And so, yeah, I committed to Northeast my senior year in January, and last year we got second in the conference. I think we're going to take it home this next year. Really excited to see what's ahead for us.
Now, you guys are a Division II.
Division I junior college.
You are Division I. I was
Yes,
just in
sir.
Enid for a week calling all of Division II. I didn't know if you were Division I or Division II. So,
Yes, sir.
all right. Well, just what's the next step for you guys? You guys are going to play a doubleheader against the Wildcats tonight. Cannon's got them 5-2 tonight. Do you know anything about them?
Nope, I haven't ever heard of them, but I know if everyone goes out and gives their A game, we'll have a good chance at winning both games.
All right. Well, Luke, we sure appreciate it. Player of the game tonight. Good luck, and hopefully we'll get to do this again this year.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot. And Luke Nohinick, our Club One Fitness player of the game there. Appreciate him coming up and joining us for our post game as we were looking at your Rebel final numbers: 2 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors, 10 left. Kyle Lockhart went the first 2. He had 3 runs on 3 hits. He struck out 4, walked 3, and he hit 2. Tyler France went 3, gave up 3 runs on 2 hits. He walked 3, and he struck out 1. And just give me a moment here. Get that off your screen for you. And again, France went 3 innings and gave up 3 runs on 2 hits, walked 3, struck out 1, and hit 1. And then, boy, nice relief appearance by Tamahara Hidaka. Went 3 innings, gave up just 1 hit, no runs, and struck out 1. As he was able to prevent the Batcats from scoring in the last 3 innings of the game, as the Batcats single runs in the first, third, fourth, and fifth, and 2 in the second for their 6 runs tonight. So again, the Batcats go to 2-2 overall, 2-0 in the Jayhawk, and the Rebels 0-4. They are 0-4 in a Jayhawk play. So again, next up on the schedule is tomorrow night in a special start time of 6 o'clock. It will be doubleheader action, 6 and approximately 8:30 tomorrow night. It'll be the Great Bend Batcats taking on the Wichita Wildcats. It'll be Central Kansas Internship Night. $1 off beer for Cool Cat Club members tomorrow night. So we appreciate all of our great sponsors as they make this season run smoothly, all the great help and the great fans. Huge crowd here tonight enjoyed the 14 and under Bombers and the 14 and under Buhler Nationals, and then watching your Batcats defeat the Newton Rebels 6-2. So again, join us tomorrow night somewhere just around 10 till 5 till 6 for the Great Bend Batcats taking on the Wichita Wildcats. But saying goodnight here from Al Burns Memorial Field in Great Bend. And this is Scott Hogan. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow night.